Good morning, Kalimera, and what a wonderful day to be alive. Here we go, there's a cruise liner in, and we've got a coaster in loading up with stuff, or unloading with stuff. I don't know what's going on, I haven't been down to have a look. As you can see, most of the yachts have gone back out to sea now. They were all sheltering because it was quite breezy here for the last about a week now, quite high winds, so most of the harbours were full of yachts sheltering. That's all part of the thing. Anyway, a little bit of a shout out to James, Gracie and Emily, Pat Burkett's grandchildren. James in particular, he enjoyed the mechanical video apparently. Well, James, there'll be a few more of them come winter time when I go back to the UK to work, so watch out for them, get your grand to put those on. Emily and Gracie, well, I'm not quite sure which ones you'd like. Perhaps you're going to like this one, we'll have to see. So today, well, this week I thought I'd take you to a beach that I'm not keen on. Disclaimer coming up, Antisamos. Yeah, it's not my thing really, it might be yours. So before you start shouting at me in the comments, because I've had this happen on Facebook a few times, it's not how I see the island and not how I think it should be. However, it might be the way you see it. We're all entitled to our opinions. So if you like somewhere that's busy and thriving and got lots of music playing loudly and bars and stuff like that, this is the one for you. If you like something quiet, next week's video will be the one for you, because this is a two-parter. Because on the way back I went and visited a place that I haven't been to. I've been to the neighbouring beach, but this is a little gem. So next Friday is when that one will air. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it and get on to the video. So I've just ridden down from where I live, going down past the Port Authority, along the front and into the one-way system where I have to walk around the back of the town, unfortunately for you viewers. But yeah, what a lovely place to live. Got a lot of boats in at the minute. Just set the camera so you can see them. Pretty big stuff. Those of you who know your Greek road signs will see that it's the same as any island in the UK, so I'll just concentrate. You can see there's confusion there. So yeah, that island in particular is the same as the UK. Things on the island have priority. Unfortunately in Greece that's not how things normally go. I'll slow down a bit because of the wind noise so you can hear me. Yeah, in Greece things give way when they're on the island to things entering the island. Now the Greek authorities a couple of years ago decided to change that on that one island in the whole place, and it's caused a huge amount of uncertainty when you enter the island, so that's why I was a bit careful. Anyway, let's crack on. As always, being really careful on this corner because it gets very dusty and it's extremely slippery. It's like riding on So here we go, the famous crossroads. Now normally I'd turn sharp right here, but you know what, I can't be bothered today, it's too much effort, so I'm going to go the other way. Over the famous bridge across the top of the church. that part of the video that some people hate. And quite a lot of you who come here love. It's routing time. I've been told it's like a holiday channel, but you know, it's just a vlog of what I do on a daily basis. When we get back to the UK, the mechanical stuff will start again. So round that corner you head on down a hill and up the other side, and you can go up Mount Enyas or across to Poros or down to Sami. We're on the way down to Sami. And if you turn in that direction on that crossroads, you'll go down to the Ribolla factory. So why have I stopped here? Well, those of you who watch the channel a lot will have seen this before. Just round this corner is my home. That down there is Argostoli. We've just come from there. And that over there is Luxury across the bay. Let's see if we can, if I can see what's going on, because the sun's quite bright on the phone. So yeah, can't quite make out where my place is. But well, yeah, I suppose you could. It's the far load of houses where you can see where the boats come into the bay, into the harbour, and you can see, just make out the Port Authority to your right. That's one little white line, and the other little white line is the quayside, where all the coffee shops and the markets and stuff like that are. So if you come along a little bit further and go up right to the back, my house would be in there somewhere, nestled in amongst the higher buildings. Because yeah, you have to go up and around and across to the back to get to mine. And the airport's over that direction, can't quite make it out. So what are we doing today? I don't know whether you're going to be able to hear this because of the wind. I apologise for that. Well, I thought we'd go to Old Sami, have a look at the monastery. There's a 2-hour walk, which I won't be doing. Why would I be doing that when I've got that beautiful thing over there? So yeah, we're off to Old Sami, so hold tight. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Off we go. Let's get back on the trusty steed and see how we go. Moped and there was a couple of cars in the way, and it wasn't really safe to overtake her. As you can see, we're on quite a steep gradient here, and a little bit further up round that bend it starts to go downhill, because you've got Mount Enyas that way, and then we're heading down the other side of the mountain towards Sami. So I thought, well, I'll give her a few minutes and everybody will pass her, and then I can fly past her, and it'll give me a chance to show you that just down there is the Ribolla factory and the monastery. You can see the vineyards scattered about there. There's some on the hillside up there as well. Well, the mountain actually. And there's a load further back in that direction. Over there is Lourdes, and you in that direction Argostoli, where we've come from. So before the black pearl overheats and spews all its fluid everywhere, although it's only at 93, so that's not too bad, I'm going to crack on and see if we can get past the big boned Greek lady on the 50cc moped. Well, I'm presuming it is. You could hardly see what it was. Anyway, I'm not sure I'm going to put that in. I might edit that bit out, but off we go. Look at that for a view. You've got to love that. So we go over coming into Sami now. Now that place there that we've just passed is a family-run business doing honey, and they will pack your stuff up that's compatible with your plane, your suitcase, here, that takes you to Efemia and Old Lahana. Showing videos I've done in the past. Old Lahana is the deserted village that fell down during the earthquake. So I thought I'd just have a little snack. One of the cheapest things on the menu. Look at the size of that. So there we are, a spot to lunch in this place here, and there's the girls that served me, and there's the menu boards. I highly recommend the, I think it was the Diablo burger. It was really nice, really tasty. Who would have thought it? Best burger I've had in a while over in, just dropped my glasses, over in the port of Sami. So I'll show you the building just for reference. So there it is there. There's the old steed. Sort of the girls. Yeah, as I said, one of the best burgers I've had in a long time. So there you go. I highly recommend that place. So now we're off up to Old Sami. We'll have a look around there, and then on to Antisamos, and then back home for me. Well, I must have been up here 1,000 times in the 30 years I've been coming here. But I always have to stop and admire the wonderful views. Look at that. Just look at that. So if you've been watching these videos wondering about whether to come to Kefalonia, maybe that'll change your mind. We've just come from down there. That's the port of Sami. You can see one of the ferries from the mainland coming in there. When I came here on the Harley in '97, I think it was the year Lady Diana got killed. We came the day after the funeral. I think I've said this on a video previously, but as we were riding down the motorway, there were flowers all up the sides. I built a purpose-built bar hopper 1340 Evolution Harley to come out here on with ape hangers, and everybody thought I was mad. Probably was, but I enjoyed it. And we disembarked just over there on one of those ferries, and it's a day I won't forget, because that was, I think we were here for about a month, and I'd got my own bike from the UK. I absolutely loved it. That's not to say that the Black Pearl isn't doing the job. The young lady in the taverna I've just been in for my burger, which again I highly recommend that burger. It was very nice. She commented on the bike and said she liked it. She said, you know, there's a lot of people have bikes out here, but she likes this particular style. So do I. I told her I had to go to Lefkada to buy it. So anyway, enough of this drivel. You can see the little port over there, Efemia, pronounced totally incorrectly, I would imagine. I've still got to get my head round how to pronounce that. Not happy with it. There you go. As you read it, it says Agia Efemia. Anyway, it's over that way. And Foscado's over that way. So let's crack on. We'll go and see if we can find this monastery now. So there you go. We've come along the road from Sami towards Antisamos. I don't know whether that's pronounced right either. And you'll see that sign there. If you turn right there, that takes you up to the old monastery and the ruins of Old Sami, which apparently you can walk around. Spectacular views. Takes about 2 hours. I won't be doing that. And there's another nice view for you. go, we're just past the sign for the castle. There is a parking place down here, I seem to remember from a while back. If you're going to go walking around this, what's left of Old Sami, apparently it's a beautiful walk with some nice views. So here we are, we're just in the grounds of the old monastery, and there's the Black Pearl down there by the signboard. I don't know what that is that's coming in, but it's some big yacht by the looks of it, the chase boat. How the other half live, eh? But when you look out there you can see why they do it. Anyway, let's have a look around the grounds. There's the signboard for those of you who want to translate it. Where to start? Well, it looks like they've fenced some of it off, I don't know, we'll have a look. I like all these old ruins. It gives you a little time capsule, little insight as to how it was back in the day. I know they've been doing some work here. Last time I came you could walk around the whole place, but I think they might have fenced some of it off. So as you walk around the back here, from what I remember, there's a good view of Sami, although obviously the trees have grown quite a bit. I'm trying to think how long ago it was I came up here. 5 years, maybe 6. There you go, you can see the ferry that's docked down there. The old monastery. Looks like they put a tin roof on it to save some of it. Although I would imagine they're probably working on it by the little barriers they put up. Talking rubbish now. So this is why we have a lot of wildfires out here. You see the floor I'm walking on, it's under these pine trees. I mean, if you dropped a cigarette on that, it wouldn't be long before that went up. And if the wind's blowing in the right direction, all them trees would go. So yeah. There you go. There's Sami down there. And the road out of Sami towards Vermeer. That's the road we came in on, I think, and that goes up through the mountains. So let's have a wander up here, see what we can see. There you go. Nice little view from the bell. Still a church here. Yeah, it looks like they're just tidying it up a wee bit. Probably doing a Coventry Cathedral on it, I think. Yeah. Well, let's go on to Antisamos. I could do with a bottle of water. Never leave the house without a bottle of water when you're in, Kev. I always keep one on the bike, not. one of the most, on one of the busiest platforms I've ever been on. But I'll do my best to try and film some of the activity. There you go, Rich Man's Playground, and there is Antisamos. Lord Banford's yacht was in Agosoli. It looks a little bit like Enzo Ferrari's son's yacht, but I don't know whether it is. I can't see the name from here. Quite a lot of yachts catching the evening or the afternoon katabatic winds. So let's go and have a look at Antisamos. Right, as you can see, it's a very popular place. Unfortunately, that's part of its demise, in my opinion. But it is only my opinion. I think they, as my gran would have said, threw the baby out with the bathwater. 30 odd years ago when I came here, Antisamos was a beautiful little beach. We had maybe one, I can't remember now, I think there's one, maybe two tavernas on it, and then this happened to it. I don't know whether you can see that down there. We'll drive down in a minute, but it breaks my heart because in fact, before we had the Medicane, where all the brollies are, this end, there was a taverna that banged out loud music all day. If you want that sort of holiday, go to Zakynthos. You know. But people seem to come, I just don't get it, I really don't. It's like coming here and sitting by the pool all week. I can understand why they're moored there, although I don't think I'd want to moor there to look at that, and that is the problem for me. Double-edged sword, isn't it? The more videos that I do and people like me do of this place, the more of you that will come, the more cars will get hired. There's a shortage this year apparently, and the more of that we'll see. That's a shame, and that's why I brought you out here today to see that. I don't very often come here, it's very rare. In fact, like I say, I think it's 5 or 6 years since I last came out this way, and that was only just to have a quick look. I didn't stay. So we'll go down and we'll film it. It'll make me sad because I remember what it was like. And then we'll go back and have a little drink in a gear for me, I think, because it's very hot. Do you know what? No disrespect to my Kepalonian friends, I'm not going down there. I don't know whether you can vaguely hear that music. I don't know whether it's picking it up over the sound of the cars, but I can hear the music from here. So obviously the taverna that got blown down in the Medicane is back. And see where all the cars are parked? Once the olive trees are gone, they're gone. It's like, I don't know. It's just not my thing at all. Might be yours. In which case, make the most of this video, guys, because it might be everything you desire. I think there's jet ski hire down there and stuff like that, but you'll have to Google it because I can't be bothered to go down there. It's not my sort of thing at all. From what it was, well, but like I say, might be your thing. I might be completely wrong and off the mark there, but traditionally, Kepalonia is where you come to chill out. Somebody asked me the other day what the nightlife was like. Well, yeah, there is some nightlife. There's tavernas and bars that are open until, well, when you stop drinking, basically. As far as nightclubs are concerned, well, I think there's one open air nightclub in Scala, but I was reading the other day that it's only open on a Friday for the young uns. And they had some complaints about the noise, because that's what happens out here. You start something up with live music or whatever, and it gets shut down by the police because somebody complains about the noise. And when you look at that, I can see why the authorities are so keen to stop that sort of thing, but well, you know. The old super yacht seemed to like it. Anyway, let's get back on the Black Pearl and head back home. So that was Antisamos. That's this week's video. Like I said at the beginning, not my thing really. I think it's a bit sad. I think that the baby was thrown out well and truly with the bathwater, as my gran would have said there. But you may like it. And if it's something you think you might like, worth a visit. I'd highly recommend that restaurant, Taverna, that I stopped at in Sami. Looks like it's family run. The food was certainly old style Kefalonia, which is the sort of thing I love. The burger was outstanding. I know I keep going on about it, but it was very, very nice. So yeah, I highly recommend that, and a big shout out to the girls that were serving me there. So yeah, next week is the other half of this video, where I visit a much quieter beach, the sort of place that I like. And I've now washed the be warned, if you go there, you will have to wash the car or the bike. I've had to wash the Black Pearl down, so I'm going to get on with polishing her now, and doing a bit of gardening. Catch you guys next week. Like, share, follow, tag, subscribe, all the things that help me. Thanks for watching. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of people that do subscribe and the support that I get on this channel. Who knows, maybe one day it may start supporting itself financially. That would be nice. But for the moment, I enjoy doing it, and I know you guys enjoy watching it, otherwise you wouldn't subscribe. Thanks a lot. Catch you guys later.